This is the Relevant Podcast.
It's April 24th, 2020, and it's the Relevant Podcast. I'm your host, Cameron Strang, and welcome to a new era of the Relevant Podcast. Now, in case you missed last week's episode, I came on to talk about my recent sabbatical, coming back, and all that's happened over the last 6 months. Make sure to check it out if you missed it, because I'm not covering it today. Now, part of that conversation also talked about the new era of Relevant and all the stuff that'll be happening this year, including some changes to this very show. You'll probably notice some of those new things today. Now, one, I'm here. I haven't been for 6 months. Two, we'll be releasing episodes of the Relevant Podcast on Friday mornings moving forward. So we've heard you, and we're going to change the show release schedule. Three, in the coming weeks, you're going to be noticing some refreshed parts of the show format. We have some big ideas that we're going to be rolling out. And four, today I get to introduce you to our all-new cast. Joining me from Loverland, Virginia, thank God he's still here, is Jesse Carey.
Hello. Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back. From Austin, Texas, author and podcaster Jamie Ivey.
Hey, guys.
And from Nashville, Tennessee, hip-hop artist and producer, Derek Minor.
What up, though?
This is fun. This is the first time we've all been together just right before we started recording. Jamie and Derek met each other. So this is going to be fun. We're all getting to know each other. This is the crew. This is the cast. Now, we'll have other friends join us from time to time, but this is the cast for the new era of the Relevant Podcast. I'm excited. Now, before we get into it, I'll tell you that coming up later, we're going to do a special segment to meet the cast. So, I like to go deep. I'm not staying surface level.
There's going to be lots of tears. There's going to be lots of tears this episode. I'm just warning everyone.
We're going to go deep.
And most of them will be mine. And
my violin is ready.
That's right. So that's coming up later. Stay tuned for that. We'll also have slices and our question of the week. But before we get rolling, I just want to ask you guys, how are you handling quarantine and what do you miss about life pre-quarantine and stuff? How are you guys holding up?
It sucks. I was gonna say it sucks. I love my kids, but I'm tired of waking up with one of my kids sitting on my head because they don't have anything better to do. And yeah.
How old are you? How old are your kids?
8 and 6 years old. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So and my youngest son is very, very, he gets bored really easy. So the first thing he does is he jumps and he's a wrestler. So people's elbows me right in the chest. And that's how I start my morning every morning. So I miss the days where I got up before him and then I could people's elbow him. Right.
It is weird. I've almost forgotten what non-quarantine life is like. I get just the prospect. I've been thinking about what's the first thing I'm going to do when the quarantine. I'm assuming it's not going to end like that. I'm assuming it's not going to be like, hey everyone, everything's cool. Well, I guess there's a vaccine or something, but I'm assuming it's going to be this gradual thing. But I'm already thinking about just the weird thing, just being in the presence of other people. Just going to the grocery store and not looking around I'm performing an act of espionage in the Pentagon. Is someone coming up behind me? Are they giving enough room here? Right, back up 6 feet. I'm just looking forward for the stress being gone, man. I've just, I was introduced to someone the other day, and it's so weird because even when you finally are in some common area, and you're like, oh hi, this is so and so, you have to hold back from shaking it, and it's the rules, man. The rules. We're on these weird bubbles. I can't wait, Jamie. What is the first thing you're going to do when the coast is clear, when we can all reemerge?
I was going to say, take my kids to school is what I want to do for the first thing. Put them on, meet the bus, go give the bus driver a gift or something. I had someone brought something to our house today that I know, and I just stood there. It's you want to give them a hug, but it's that awkward, middle school dance where you're just looking at each other we can't touch. This is so weird. My kids are bigger. I've got 16, 14, 12. And so I went over to their house today at 9:30 and 3 of the kids weren't even awake. I'm like, you jokers need to get up and do something with your life. And then they're staying up until midnight, 1 a.m. I'm just I feel like it's summer break but they have to do work too. And we're all just kind of losing it. But I mean, they're doing way better than I thought. They are my most surprising okayness to these big kids.
The way I'll say that the one thing I have kind of I enjoyed about the experience that we're all sharing together is like, I hate getting haircuts and I hate shaving. They're just two things that I don't, it's like they said like Einstein didn't have time to wash his hair. So he would just dip it in the sink when he did dishes. I don't know if you guys heard that. That's what I heard growing up. I get that, so man. Gross. I don't have time. I don't have time to go get trimmed up. I have very fast growing hair and a very fast growing beard. It's a huge time suck. But the great thing is now, quarantine life, it's just accepted. It's just like everyone looks like a maniac. That's fine. You're allowed to look like a straight up maniac and nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Is why I'm on the show right now, because that is literally the opposite of every black man in America. It's like haircuts are black people's superpower. Yeah. Like, I'm not kidding, bro. Like, I literally was talking to all my friends, and the main thing that everybody was saying is, I miss my barber. Like, every black barber in the hood is going to get a pay raise, and it's going to be amazing. So just letting you know that.
So Derek, what you don't know about me, because we just met, is you can see me. I'm white, but 3 of my kids are black.
I saw your Instagram. That's dope. Yeah.
My daughter, I'm sad for her. Like, I'm just sad for her because I'm like, I know, baby girl, this is not how it's supposed to be, but I can't do anything about it. We're gonna have to wait. Gwen can't come to the house. I mean, yeah. So my son shaved his dreads off last week, you guys.
Oh man. Sorry.
I was like, Corona is making people do crazy things.
Yeah.
Listen, I cut my son's hair and we both just had a moment of silence. Like, we looked at each other and he looked at me like, Dad, it's okay, Dad. It was awful, bro. Like,
yeah, and Derek, I'm kind of jealous of that experience. I'm the type of guy, Cameron knows this, we've traveled a lot together. I like to chop it up with whoever. I'm just a chatty guy. But I don't feel like I get the same social experience when I'm like, shooting the breeze about, the trade deadline with the middle-aged mom at Haircuttery who's cutting my hair. It's just not the same social. And I'm not throwing shade at stylists out there, because that's what they are. At the Haircuttery, they're stylists. They're certified. It's like a sandwich artist at Subway. Yeah. They're not sandwich. They're artists. Okay. I'll chop it up with them too. But I need the public social place. It's been killing me socially. That's why I come in so hot on the pods these days. It's because I'm just rambling incessantly to my family, and they were just like, can you just open a window, maybe a neighbor will come listen. I get desperate for this kind of stuff. I get and I feel bad for the person that's going to cut my hair after this, because it's going to be like, they're going to be like, sir, you're done. I'm like, just a little more off the top. I got some more things I got. You're not going to believe what happened to me one night during coronavirus. You're not going to believe it's best story ever. My sweatpant drawstring. You're not going to believe this, where it got stuck. And I just, what an adventure. So, yeah, it's definitely.
For me, it's been like pretty much the exact same, because I've been having to socially distance for like 6 months now. So like, it's not been really.
You were prepared, huh?
Different, yeah. I mean, everybody's complaining. I'm like, welcome to my life for sabbatical.
Derek, other than haircut, when we get the green light. And they're like, all right, everyone, normal life is back. Yeah. We've got, the testing and the vaccines, all that. Other than a haircut, where's the first place you're going to go? What's the first thing you're going to do?
I'm going to find the dopest restaurant I can find, and I'm going to eat the most food I've ever ate. I'm going to gorge myself on hipster food.
I've had to start going to restaurants again. Like, I'm going and doing the takeout thing. Yeah. Like, I'm tired of cooking for myself. And so in the last week, I've probably done a restaurant almost every day just because of that.
Yeah. Well, I'm ready I'm going to gorge myself too. And I'm going to go to the most social and the place where you're rolling the dice. Let's be honest. even without a global pandemic. I'm talking about Golden Corral. I'm talking.
No, you're not going to Golden Corral. You're not going to Golden Corral.
And listen, I'm loading up. I'm loading up on everything at Golden Corral. When they say, "Oh, I'm going to be there all afternoon," I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there when they open those doors, so that before the sneeze guards are all fogged up from just lines of traffic. I'm going to be there all afternoon, and I'm not leaving till they shut it down. And
then you're going to be socially distancing again on the toilet. It's what's going to happen.
And it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it because I got to eat a little bit of everything. Cobbler, at the Golden Corral, they know no limits there. So
why is Golden Corral always damp? Have you noticed
everything? Because they're always wiping stuff down. They're going to keep. They know that the whole construct of the restaurant is troughs of food. Okay, they already know there's a psychological barrier for people coming there, which is they're just literally putting out troughs of food, and they have to have a plexiglass plate over so it doesn't get sneezed on. It's literally called a sneeze guard. They know it's disgusting, but they figure if it's constantly just blasting everything with steam, maybe he'll feel more sanitary, when in reality there's no sanitary way to eat ribs out of a tub with 35 pounds of ribs in there. That's not sanitary.
When's the last time you went to Golden Corral? When's the last time any of you ate at Golden Corral?
I went one time because my kids' school, they went on a field trip to Golden Corral, and I was chaperoning, so I had to go. Number one. Number two, while we were there, I looked over at the salad bar part where they have the chocolate pudding at the end. Literally saw a woman stick her finger in the pudding, lick her finger, stick it back in the pudding, do it again.
You got to get a sample. Yeah. I mean, that's...
She was wanting to see if it was fresh, I guess. I don't know. But I was okay, this is why I do not eat at this restaurant.
The pudding at the end of the salad bars is always... it's forever fascinated with me because it's not the most intuitive... Like, where else in your life? This is real talk, guys. This is what Corona has come to. This is why I need social, because this is what goes in my head. Where else in your life do you run across pudding ever? Like, I don't even know. Like, if someone was like, "Hey man, can you run to the store and grab some pudding?" I wouldn't even know what aisle. I'd be like, I don't even know what I'm looking for. Like, is it a snack? Is this dairy? Is it refrigerated? Is it refrigerated?
I like the cottage cheese and stuff. But sour cream, cottage cheese.
Are we talking aisle? Are we talking refrigeration? I haven't encountered pudding in the wild. And I don't know when. The only time is when I'm at a buffet and I'm like, oh, pudding exists. I forgot all about pudding.
They put the pudding at the end of the salad bar. It's like you had salad and now you get to reward yourself with some chocolate pudding.
When I was in high school, after like basketball practice, sometimes we would go to like a Ruby Tuesday or any place that had like a all you can eat buffet. And there would always be one guy that'd be like, "Hey man, just sneak me another plate, or just when you're done with your plate, slide it over." Because it's all you can eat. And we would always do the same thing if it was like the person had never asked before. We're like, "Don't worry, dude, I'll hook you up, man. Just tell me what you like." And it's like, "Hey, just get a salad, but put a lot of meat and boiled eggs on there." And we would always just put a big glob of pudding on the plate and just build a salad around it and be like, "Here you go, dude. Get up, man. Hook you up. Hook you up. Enjoy the pudding, sucker." It goes great with the vinaigrette I put on there.
All right, well, moving the show along. Stay tuned. Up next, it's our old friend Slices.
Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Hey, every day can be a better day despite the challenge. All you gotta do is leave it better than you found it. It's gonna get difficult to stand, but hold your balance.
You're listening to Sunday Best by Surfaces. Today's episode of the Relevant Podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp. Is there something that interferes with your happiness or is preventing you from achieving your goals? BetterHelp Online Counseling is there for you. Now you can connect with your professional counselor in a safe and private online environment, which is incredibly convenient considering we're all quarantined. You can schedule secure video or phone sessions, plus chat and text with your therapist. Licensed professional counselors are available, specializing in depression, anxiety, sleep issues, grief, family issues, and a lot more. BetterHelp has 3,000 licensed therapists across all 50 states. And of course, if you're not happy with your counselor for any reason, you can request a new one at any time. And everything you share is confidential. Best of all, BetterHelp is a truly affordable counseling option. Right now, Relevant Podcast listeners can get 10% off their first month of BetterHelp when you use the discount code RELEVANT. So why not get started today? Go to betterhelp.com/relevant. You'll simply fill out a questionnaire to help them assess your needs and get matched with a counselor you'll love. That's betterhelp.com/relevant. Okay, it's time for
Slices.
There you go. It's been a while since I've heard that. What do you have, Jesse?
All right, so I wanted to do a follow up on a story that we covered a little while ago on the pod, and I'll bring people up to speed and tell you the research that actually some people sent me this on Twitter. We did a slice. I think it was Tyler, our old friend Tyler Huckabee, brought a slice a while ago about some viral tweets about the coronavirus and the global reaction to them that were originated from the official Twitter account of Steakum. Are you guys familiar with Steakums? Any Steakum fans?
What is it?
I have no idea what you speak of.
Derek, you a Steakum guy?
I'm not a Steakum guy, but I know exactly what it is. It's like the word. Well, I'm not going to say that. It's a Philly cheesesteak type processed. It's like if you took Spam and made it Philly cheesesteak and then cooked it, it would be that.
Yeah, you buy it and you put it in a little skillet. Listen, I grew up on a variety of cheap meats. Okay, I'm an expert. I know. I could be like a sommelier for Hot Pockets. Okay, you're going with Coca-Cola tonight or RC Cola. I recommend the chicken pot pie Hot Pocket pairs. I know my cheap meats. Okay, I was a big Steakums were like a weekly thing at my house. So I was excited.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude. It's fine, man. Steakum's great, dude.
How do you not have diabetes? I've known you for 15 years, and just seeing what you put in your body.
I'm impervious to so many things because of the cheap meats that I've put.
Like your innards have been like gelatinized almost. You have a protective layer.
If I had worked at that Tiger King zoo, I would totally be eating meat off that Walmart truck and just be like, "Hey guys,
so gross."
Hey guys, I mean, we'll cook it long enough; it'll be just fine. Just everyone, just cool out. We grew up on Steakums. We're immune. So anyway, Steakum tweeted the other day, a friendly reminder: in times of uncertainty and misinformation, anecdotes are not data. Good data is carefully measured and collected information based on a range of subject-dependent factors, including but not limited to control variables, meta-analysis, and a randomization. Outliers attempting to counter global consensus around this pandemic with amateur reporting and unverified sourcing are not collecting data. They went on this long thread of like really thoughtful dialogue about the coronavirus. And even up to an hour ago, and I just pulled back up their feed, an hour ago, they tweeted, "Today's beef tip. Screenshots from Twitter are not credible sources." Okay, that's someone out there has taken over the Steakums account and forgone Steakum material. I think I think once you're handed the keys to the Steakum account, they're like, "All right, start tweeting about Steakum." You send one tweet that's like, "Anybody hungry for Steakums?" And then you're just like, "I'm out of material." That's all. I've said everything that people were wanting to hear from me. It's that, hey, Steakums exist. They're still around. You might not have seen them, but we're here. And so, I also like that the first thing that I'm recommended who to follow when I go to Steakum is the official Twitter account of Moon Pie. It's like, oh, I forgot Moon Pies were around too, dude.
Hold up. That's a Tennessee thing, man. You got to chill out, bro. You got to chill out on the Moon Pie.
Hey, dude, I am not. I grew up on moon. I know 10 different ways to eat moon pie. I can put ice cream on it. I nuke those things. What's your preferred moon pie consumption method?
That is diabetes in a bag, and I love it. Man, straight raw, bro. Just bust the pack open and just you know what I'm saying? Hey, and inhale.
Derek, you ever thrown that thing in the microwave and throw a little scoop of vanilla bean on top?
No, that's some
next level.
Country.
It's next level.
That's country.
I've eaten a lot of weird stuff, man.
You guys, I've never even had a moon pie.
What?
Jamie, you haven't Steakum either?
Nor Steakum.
You guys, I'm gonna order you.
I've never had spam.
Listen, I'm gonna order you guys. You know, Derek, you and I have had steak-um and we've had moon pies. We just need to order them steak-um moon pies like for a whole week. And
that's y'all Christmas gift. Yeah. I'm telling you right now, Cam is getting spam, Jamie is getting the moon pie, and me and you, I guess we'll just have a feast on steak.
And I'll get them
that's what we're doing.
And I'll get them to pay us back the $3 between us that it costs to buy all of that. Actually, steak-um and moon pie is like oil futures right now. They're paying you to take it off their hands. It's actually trading at less than zero. They're like, we got
I mean, it's a perfect food for a pandemic because like it sits on the shelf for like years,
forever. Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
You know, it's like Twinkies.
But anyway, so Steak-um's been out there dropping some serious truth. I mean, it's like Dr. Fauci, took over the Steak-um's account. Okay, it's it's gotten to the point. We tried this a couple weeks ago. It's gotten to the point where I trust the pandemic data coming out of the Steak-um's account more than I trust those daily White House briefings. Like I think before Fauci like grabs the mic from Trump every afternoon and is like, all right, here's what's really going on, guys. I think he's peeping his phone and be like, all right, what's up, Steak-um? How long are we from these tests? Are they available, Steak-um? So anyway, I was very curious. It's like, who's behind this? Is this is this the deep state I keep hearing about? Are they Steak-um's people? Are they the deep state? So it finally came out this week. The Washington Post, the enterprising journalists at the Washington Post are lining up for their next Pulitzer. Prepare for the next Oscar-winning journalism movie because they found the person behind the Steak-um's account that is keeping America sane during this global pandemic. And here is the story, and I love it so much. So a while ago, the Steak-um's Twitter account, there was like a marketing group that the parent company of Steak-um that owns Steak-um hired a marketing consultant, like a big group called Alabak Communications. It's a food and beverage marketing firm to take over the Steak-um account. They did this about 5 years ago. And so listen, if you're Alabak Communications, that sounds pretty official to me. And I like to think the executives being like, all right, we just scored Steak-um's, and they're like, all right, who gets Steak-um? And everyone's looking around like nobody wants a Steak-um's account, right? Like 5 years ago, Steak-um's was super lame to have. Now it's the hottest Twitter account on the internet. But so I like to think this is how it went down. They're going around the room. They're like, I don't want Steak-um's. How about Joe in shipping? What about he? Can he take Steak? No one wanted the Steak-um's account. The owner of Alabak Communications' son, Nathan Alabak, was handed Steak-um's, and they just
let's go.
He was only 23 when they first signed him. He's 28 now, and they basically said, "Do whatever you need to do," but Steak-um's is getting no play with the millennials. Like no one knows Steak-um's, no one trusts Steak-um's. Do whatever you want. So he's been trying a lot of different things, and he decided, what if I use the platform of Steak-um's to just be a voice of no nonsense truth in the age of the global pandemic? What if everyone's looking for answers, and I can use the small platform I have, the Steak-um's Twitter feed, to comfort America? Well, guess what? It worked perfectly. Within like 2 weeks, they're up over 150,000 followers. You're getting mad love from all these news stations, all because they decided to hand off the Steak-um's account to the 20-something kid in the room, Nathan Alabak, the son of the Alabak, the Alabak Communications there. Good job, kid, because we all feel better with you at the helm here. If I'm writing him in for the next big thing, I don't care what the office is, I'm writing in Nathan Alabak. I mean, he seems to be delivering some real truth. So the mystery is solved. We finally know who's behind the wisdom of the Steak-um's account. And I'm comforted. I'm going to sleep a little bit better tonight, and I might just help myself do a Steak-um and a moon pie before bed.
All right. What do you have, Jamie?
Okay, so we're all doing 8 million online things, right? You're all doing meetings online every day, right? Yes. There have been some interesting things online about things that have happened with people on Zoom and Facebook Live, right? Have you guys seen those going around? Like, okay, so you've probably already talked about one, but I'm going to say it real quick before I get to what I was going to say. Did you see the thing that was going around about the woman who forgot she was still on the call and she sat her phone down and she went to the bathroom while she was on You guys, you see it. She sets her phone down on the floor. She sits down on the toilet.
That's amazing.
And then some of her coworkers were like, Jennifer. And then she realized it and turned it off. And I mean, it's just the worst.
And it's self-inflicted too, you know?
Oh, and then you're with your coworkers. I mean, a lot of times coworkers, you don't want anyone to see you go to the restroom. Because
it's the other thing too. It confirms suspicions. It's like when I'm on this work call, is that other person in the bathroom? Are they in the bathroom? You know, why does it sound echoey all of a sudden? Are you in the bathroom?
I've had like business Zooms where I would throw on, a button down shirt for the Zoom, but I'm still wearing my, pajama shorts and stuff.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Like I'm not, I only half dress anymore. Like,
yeah.
Oh, Cameron, change. Do not tell me that you have not recorded a podcast on the toilet, bro. Straight up.
No, not like that.
Listen, stuck at my desk one time, and to be fair, I had Golden Corral.
My only option.
Don't tell me, bro. Like everybody has been on the phone on the toilet, dude.
Yeah, but not on video chat.
The nastiest things.
Not on the video chat.
Not on video chat. Yeah.
But you know what? We don't know what happened to Jennifer. Why that happened to her? She's had a bad day and just in the middle of a meeting. What can you do? But I saw this story, and churches are doing services online. Our church is doing services online. Everyone's trying to be like, how do we still do church? Well, this sweet little pastor, I think his name is Scott, in Missouri, Butler, Missouri, was doing a church service online on Facebook Live, and he didn't know it, but he had all the filters on. And so as he's talking, he turns into like this old man with a beard, and then he has this like hat on from like a spaceship, and they're just rotating nonstop, and he has no idea. So here he is. He's like,
eyes. That was my favorite. I saw the googly eyes.
So he's like talking. He's like, well, we need to pray for Mary this week and her family. And then he's just changing, and he has no clue. It was hilarious. And then finally he figured it out because people are leaving comments, and he's, didn't know what was happening. But I feel so sorry for him. He's trying to just bring the word to his people, and no one can listen to that. You can't pay attention to someone with googly eyes.
I do think it's interesting, though, how this has created this like almost like church separation between the haves and have-nots from a tech standpoint. Like tech-savvy churches seem to be doing all right. And then like the older churches, or maybe the metropolis of Butler, Missouri, they aren't as tech-savvy. I don't know. But like, he didn't know what he was doing with Facebook Live. He's trying to do his thing, but it's not familiar to him.
I go to a fairly large church where my husband's a pastor, and every Thursday they come out here. There's a film crew. There's like editing. I mean, it's like legit production as much as you can in quarantine. And I'm thankful for it, and I hope it blesses other churches. But then, we've got Scott in Butler, Missouri, trying so hard, and he gets with googly eyes on his sermon.
Man, I have a conspiracy theory here. Okay, and I think because it's true. When you watch some of these churches, it's like, was that a drone shot? Like, dude, is that they have a guy on a jib arm? Like it's an empty sanctuary. The pastor just used CGI in the Zoom sermon. Like, like no disrespect to Andy Stanley, but dude, just do it from your kitchen table, like every other pastor, or a cup of coffee. I don't.
The ones that are trying a little too hard.
I don't need to slide on avatar glasses for the communion portion. Like, I think the dude in, where was he? Arkansas?
Butler, Missouri.
I think he was like, man, I'm going to show all those big churches, all those production. I'm going to have the most viral sermon of the week. I'm going to have the most watched sermon. You
think he knew? You think he knew for real? You think he left on the filters?
The old St. Francis saying, preach the gospel at all Preach the gospel at all times. When necessary, use googly eyes. That is,
bro. That has Boomer written all over it.
His Boomer game is strong.
That has Boomer written all over it, bro. I'm not gonna believe that.
Yeah, no, I don't think he knew. Like he literally, when you watch it, there's no way that you could keep a straight face while praying for your parishioners and have the kind of looks that he had going on. I don't think he knew. I think he literally was like, I know what's happening right here.
Well, I think he's a genius. And I think because, every time it changed, like those like hearts just like fluttered in. He's like, oh man, I am on fire right now. I am going straight up Apostle Paul to the Romans on these guys. And he's just like, boo, boo, boo. And little does he know, like he's got like a fish face, like,
man, it's been interesting, like doing the online church thing. Cause like before, if I would like miss church and I would like do the online thing, I would feel like I was cheating. Like I was just kind of watching Christian TV. I didn't feel like I actually like, kind of punched in and did my church thing. And now it's like, okay, like I think it's great. Like on Easter Sunday, I watched 3 different churches, and I was like, "This is awesome." I'm like sampling the best of the best here. I actually really like it, but I agree though that like some of them are overdoing it. It's like I don't need you to be cool. Just talk to the camera, man. I don't need all the effects.
Can we? We're all friends here. Can we be honest about something about the online church thing?
Yeah,
and I want to see if you guys. The worship is pretty awkward, isn't it?
It's no good.
Like I'm sitting there with my wife, and it's like, it's one thing in a church. I can make my horrible voice just blend in, and then most of the time, the Lord knows my heart. But the people next to me are just seeing my lips move because I'm not gonna break the spirit with my tone deafness. Yeah. But if I'm just in my living room, they know if I'm not singing, and it's pretty awkward.
But what's even more awkward, Jesse, is that when I'm in my living room with like my cup of coffee, still in my pajamas that are 3 days old, and I'm watching worship from my church, I'm sitting right next to the guy that's on the screen leading worship. And he's just rolled out of bed with his coffee. And so it's like this weird thing of like, you're up there, you're right here. We're all here. It's weird. It's weird.
I really do wonder though, watching this era, like, when it was a few weeks, it's an anomaly. Things will go back to normal. But the longer this goes on, and they're talking like, social distancing will be part of our culture until 2021. I mean, until there's a vaccine, there'll be some version of this being our reality. I mean, they're saying that sports will come back, but no fans will be in attendance until 2021. Yeah. And so like, I'm wondering about church having those same kind of restrictions. Cause like people being now like, okay, my church can meet again, but I'm not quite sure. I'm used to this screen thing at home. I'm wondering how attendance is going to be affected once it's allowed to come back. Either everybody's been so starved for social, experiences that they're all going to come flooding back and attendance will skyrocket, or people are just going to be like, well, hey, I don't have to get dressed on Sundays and I can still technically attend. And maybe attendance like,
dude, I'm so dying to get out of the house. I would go. I was going to say something that I'd probably
inappropriate and funny.
I would go. This is how desperate I am. I would go to services for religions I'm not even a part of just to get out of the house. But like, how's the message? I don't know, because I don't know if it was orthodox for their religion, but I really needed to get out of the house. So, I would go to any church right now. I just want to get out of here,
I think people are going to be running back to church. I do. Okay. Like, it's I miss it. And I, like you guys too, like I travel some, and so I miss church sometimes, and it's just like regular life. But now I'm like, oh my gosh, I really miss church. Like I'm ready to get back.
I don't know. See, so I would go, I'm a back row guy. So I'd go faithfully, but I'd sit on the back row and then I leave, and I might've said hi to a few people, and then that's it. And I'm kind of going, now I don't have to go through the hassle of getting dressed. I can still be full attendance in my living room. I don't know.
I'm hoping, dude, I'm just how desperate. I'm hoping to get like a court summons and like, yes, I get to get out and go to court, or like break a teeth and be like, sweet, somebody's going to the dentist today. Just desperate. I am desperate, guys.
But you're also the guy that like will strike up conversations at the airport restaurant while we're at a layover.
Exactly. Imagine my mailman just speeds past the house and just throws the mail because he knows I'm going to be waiting there to someone to talk to. Like he just, the Prime people just stopped coming to my house. Like I don't even know. I can't even order it. I'm blacklisted from Amazon. They blocked my IP because I kept chatting up their delivery people.
Stupid. All right. Moving on. What do you have, Derek?
Yeah. So I got something that is I was gonna be honest right now, this is extremely sad for me because I love movies, and movie theaters are desperately trying to reopen. But it's looking like maybe July-ish before we can even think about movie theaters opening. And there's going to be a lot of social distancing. So you're pretty much going to have to wear a hazmat suit to go watch the next Marvel movie. So that's that on that. And that's very frustrating because I want my popcorn. And they said that the people that work there are going to probably have to wear masks and all that stuff. Bro, I do not want my movie experience to feel like I just walked into Doogie Howser or
like a hospital ward.
It's like I walked in, I came in here to get away from the coronavirus, and I come in this mug and it feels like I'm on Grey's Anatomy. Like, so that is not going to be cool. But
what are they going to do? Like make you sit every other seat, or like, how are they going to do?
That's what I heard is like they're gonna mess with the seating. Which here's the thing, I'm looking forward to going to the movies again. Cameron, we've been in the movies a bunch. We were recently in the Toronto Film Festival. I'm the type of guy, I sprawl out at the movies. I don't like being confined. I'm a mover. I like to clap and cheer and wave my arm wildly if I feel like it. I like to have space on both sides. I don't care if I'm with my family. They know, give Dad some space because he's going to be emoting throughout this picture. And that means wild arm flow. I'm okay with the social distancing at the movie theater. I think we're too tight in there. I don't want to sit 2 hours within inches of physical proximity from someone. I don't care who it is. Like, I think this is a time to re-examine the whole experience. Derek, okay, let's say this, dude. Me and you going to the movies, right? Let's say it's all right. So it's August. The air is clear. We can sit wherever we want. The vaccine is out. Life is back to normal.
Vaccine's not out in August, by the way.
Hypothetical. One can be hope. One can be hopeful. Okay, don't go all stake 'em on me here. just let me dream about a better future. So Derek, me and you go to the movies, man. Everything's back to normal. Are you? And there's not that many people in the theater. Okay, it's like us. And there's like the elderly couple up front, and there's some teenagers on the back row, and there's like a couple of those people who just go to the movies by themselves peppered around. Are me and you sitting right next to each other, or are we sitting one buffer seat in between? What's your preference when you go to the movies?
Oh, we're definitely sitting a buffer seat in between.
Thank you. Thank you.
No question. But the thing is, like I said, my big issue, and I get it, I'm going to miss walking into the movie theaters, going to see whatever movie I'm going to see, and not having my 16-year-old popcorn guy wearing a mask. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, dude, you want some of this popcorn? It's very frustrating for me.
The mask thing is disconcerting. Like every time I see somebody in a mask, it's like I just get weirded out. Like it just gives me bad vibes. Facts. And at the movies, at the movies, you want positive vibes. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I get it. I get the precautions, and I feel bad for movie theaters right now. Because there's gonna be a lot of people. This is kind of the goal. Some movie theaters have that Gold Corral vibe where everything's a little wet. Anyway, like movie theaters. There's a lot of movie theaters where I feel like I need a shower after I come home. Like it just felt a little greasy everywhere. Like,
I like to go to. I said going to the movies is one of the things I miss the most right now. We're a movie loving family. Like we love to go to the movies, but I don't go to movie theaters that are damp like that, Jesse. Like I like to go to a movie theater where you have to buy your seat, you eat a meal. I'm gonna have a glass of wine with my meal. Yeah, reclining. Yeah. I'm not eating popcorn. I'm having a burger at Alamo Draft House. That is the kind of movie experience I like that I miss so much.
Yeah.
Listen, when it comes to movies, I'm there to see it. I'm there to see a movie. If I want to get comfortable and lay back and have someone serve me wine, then I will take a first class flight.
Why don't we bring drive-in movies back? Like, why don't we do that?
They would be here in Austin. We went to one the other night.
Yeah, I think that would be lit.
I just saw a thing here in Central Florida that they're opening a new 6-screen drive-in theater because of all this. Yeah, they're bringing it back online. Yeah,
I could take my kids next week. I think they're showing Goonies next week. We could go do that. Yeah.
The thing is, like, I'm ready. Like, if they were open, I would take my chances because I've been in some dingy movie theaters and I was just fine at the end.
Like fine.
in college, they had a dollar theater.
Oh, yeah.
50 cent Tuesday nights. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't a question. I didn't care what was playing. It didn't matter. It's like the movie's 50 cents. It's almost a bad financial decision not to go at that point. It's 50 cents. Like, I feel like Dave Ramsey would be mad if I didn't go to 50 cent movie night. Like, he would just think, but when I went, it was so gross. Like, every theater had its own kind of unique smell, that I could just, you could blindfold me, walk me in there and be like, are you in theater 4 or 6? And I'd be like, diaper. That's 6. I'm in theater 6 here. When
you walk down the aisle, your feet are sticking to the floor.
Yeah,
you hear each step.
And they had the only snack that I was ever interested. They had all 4 years of college, the same jar of pickles right up by the ticket booth. And I'm sure I was the only one who ever bought one. And it was just like, if you ask them, they're like, why do you still have a pickle jar here? That's clearly, they're like, well, one dude comes in and he's just all about those pickles, And that's why theater 2 smells like pickle juice.
Right. That's where you would always go.
But let's be real. That movie theater, the actual movie was actually in the crowd, right? Because you got the college couple making out in the back. You got the guy smoking meth over on the side. like that's the actual movie. It's like you're not going to watch what's on the screen, but it's like all the domestic dispute over on one side. It's like that's what was happening.
Yeah, people would be like, dude, how was the movie? You're like, it was unbelievable. There was romance. You should have seen the fight. There was a fire. You would not believe it. And they were like, oh, cool. What movie was it? No, I'm talking about at the theater. At the theater, I saw it. The guy straight up got stabbed. It was crazy. Crazy
that's
movie.
The one. That's the one. That's my theater.
So before we wrap it, Derek, so the news is that they're saying that July is when we might expect to see some theaters come back, but it's going to be like hazmat suit type stuff. It's going to be a different experience, as you're saying.
Yeah, obviously they're like maybe, but it seems like they're trying to tie it around the new Christopher Nolan movie Tenet that's coming out. So they has like a July 17th release date, but they're like around that time. They're hoping everything comes back, but it's all about what the Rona gonna do. Yeah,
that's right. That's true. If it continues a good trend, we'll see stuff come back online. I'm in Florida, and our I'm sorry, but we don't have the best governor, and he was really late. Like they taking this seriously. If you remember the spring break photos of
we remember
packed beaches, Then they shut the beaches down. They've started reopening beaches this week. It's just
already.
Like, yeah.
It's been
so we took 2 weeks off. 2 weeks. We took 2 weeks off.
And you know what the crazy thing is? Every time I saw a picture of a crowded beach in Florida, like every photo, it's like the only thing people do at beaches in Florida are like do normal beach stuff and chicken fights. Like every picture I saw, it's like, look at the beaches in Florida today. And it's like 15 chicken fights. And it's not just teenagers. It's like grown men just on each other's shoulder, just chicken fighting. It's like, is that a beach activity? Is that just a Florida thing? Do I go to the beach and just pick, like if I go to the rec center, I'm playing pickup basketball. If I go to Daytona Beach, am I just doing pickup chicken fights? Like, no wonder. Let's go, dude. On your shoulders right now. Like, this isn't a dollar theater here. Like, I'm not expecting chicken fights. No wonder this is ground zero for the pandemic. You have people sweating on each other's shoulders, smacking each other. It does not, even in normal conditions, it seems like the Surgeon General should come on and be like, we're solemnly announcing that we're asking the residents of Florida to stop chicken fighting because it's disgusting. And those sweaty thighs are the harbinger of the next pandemic.
So are these strangers like, does a grown man let another grown man get on his shoulders that he doesn't know?
I think in Jesse's version, that is what's happening.
Like, I think you're just walking down the beach and you just look, you make eye contact. You're like, me.
Yeah.
You, okay.
Me and you.
He just bends down, you just jump on the shoulder, like, who wants to go? Who wants to go? There's a beach in Florida, ain't it? Like, every news picture was like 6 chicken fights. Like, I guarantee you, as a thought experiment, people who are listening to this have their phone on them because they're listening to podcasts. Google Florida spring break pandemic, and just in the news thumbnails, see how many are of people chicken fighting. Okay, it was like it's like. That's the primary activity there,
Yeah. Very unsafe. We have a lot of old people, very vulnerable population down here, and
they shouldn't be chicken fighting anyway.
They shouldn't be chicken fighting anyway.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Old people chicken fighting.
Old people chicken fight is that's going to be like the new YouTube sensation.
Sounds like an indie band name.
Yeah, old people chicken fight.
Yeah. All right. Well, that'll do it for Slices. Stay tuned. Up next, it's Meet the Cast.
Put your hand in mine. You know that I want to be with you all the time. You know that I won't stop until I make you mine. You know that I won't stop until I make you mine. Until I make you mine.
You're listening to Make You Mine by Public. All right. Normally, here's when we would have our A-list guests, and it just so happens that now we have A-list guests on our cast. And since you're going to be hearing them every week, we thought let's kick things off and take some time to get to know them at a deeper level. It's time for
Meet the Cast. Meet the Cast. Meet the Cast.
Okay, I have, as I've been known to do, I have prepared a selection of table topics icebreaker questions that I'm going to lob to you guys. And here we go. Jesse, you can chime in as well.
This makes me so nervous, by the way.
No lie. I'm not going to lie. I'm nervous.
They're incredibly awkward. Yeah. And they might be a little invasive.
I'm not nervous because these are for our A-list guests, and I'm maybe on a watch list, but I am certainly nowhere near A through E on a guest list. So most of these I'll leave for Jamie and Derek. But if they get stumped, I'll gladly help.
All right, we'll start with you, Jamie. Now, everybody chime in if you got something to add, but I'll move it around. Here we go. So, Jamie, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Which decade do you love the most, and why?
Oh, definitely 90s. I grew up in the 90s, and 90s hip hop, 90s country. Those are the two. It sounds pretty crazy. Those are the two kinds of music I listen to.
That was so. I
was like, wait. Shania Twain and Tribe Called Quest and Shania Twain.
It's no
Billy
lie,
Ray
you guys.
Cyrus. Yeah.
It's no lie. I played basketball, I ran track, and I went to the Houston Rodeo. I loved them both equally.
Wow. Interesting.
Hey, okay.
They were, I can't.
All right. What was the best year for hip hop in the 90s? I'm asking Jamie, not Derek.
Oh no, Derek needs to answer this.
All right, Derek, you tell me best year for hip hop in the 90s.
Oh, don't say that. Don't ask me that. I think I don't know, man, because you got the rise of New Orleans hip hop in the late 90s, like 98, 97, you know what I'm saying? So you got Master P, you got Juvenile, you got Hot Boys, all them. But then you also got, Pac and Big before 96, so you talking.
Yeah, so that was like 96. But what about mine's 93? Because 93, you had Tribe Called Quest, you had Pharcyde, you had 93, I was in high school. So that was my prime time. 95, 96, I graduated in 94.
Okay.
And so my prime time was 93, junior year, man. It was a classic after classic after classic. I mean, you had Snoop come out in 93.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just it was crazy what hit that year. And then 95, 96 is when you had, Biggie hit huge and like you said, and even Dre and all that. But
I'll tell you this much. I just did a jam session the other day with my daughter and taught her TLC's Scrubs. So we were jamming to that the other day.
Important. That's an important moment.
It's very important. It's important for every woman that's rising up in America to know.
That's right. No
that
scrubs.
She doesn't have time for a scrub. Yeah.
Derek, real quick, it's not a tabletop. What's your favorite 90s hip hop album?
Why are you doing this to me, bro?
I need to. I live in Virginia Beach, so I need some validation for that scene here because I guess that was kind of early 2000s when
Pharrell and NERD came out
and all those guys, Missy and.
I mean, it's so many. You got Aquemini. You know what I'm saying? You got.
Man, Outkast changed things.
Yeah, I was like, you got Aquemini, you got 400 Degrees, Juvenile, you got, and I'm also I'm going to lean more Southern, but I mean, you got The Chronic.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the Chronic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's really hard. I can't pick a favorite. That's
interesting. Your scene was more the New Orleans, Houston, Atlanta, kind of southern.
It's southern, you know, and then obviously the big stuff that happened and I started really coming into hip hop where it became like mine, I believe, in like the 2000s. So Nelly, DMX, all those guys was kind of like those were the guys that I'm like, I was old enough to kind of understand what they were talking about, which I probably shouldn't have been listening to it. But, you know, there's that. You know?
We all had music in the 90s we were not supposed to be listening to, but
it's all things I would like never want my kids to listen to right now.
I wasn't allowed to listen to secular music. I had to sneak it. The first CD I ever bought was De La Soul, and like I had to sneak it. And I was really into like the early 90s Miami bass scene. Like I was like 95 South and Two Live Crew and all that stuff. I was really into that. I had to sneak it.
Man, I started off gangster. My mom found the Master P Ice Cream Man CD. I left it in the CD player and I came home and it was in shambles. So, and my mom is a black Pentecostal holiness or hell preacher. So, you know, she threw all kind of olive oil on my head and all kind of stuff.
She was cleansing you.
Did you ever have that youth group thing where like they would preach on the dangers of secular music and then they'd encourage you to bring in all your CDs and like break them
right there in front of everybody?
I never went to one of those.
I did. I one time they had one I went to a Christian college. And I was pillaging that dumpster. I'm like, there are so many good CDs in here, man. Dude, it's like a giveaway.
That really defeats the purpose right there.
My favorite album of all time is The Far Side's Bizarre Ride to the Far Side in 93. And I had to buy that probably 5 times over the course of my life because I would like get convicted and throw it away and I'd buy it again. And then I'd get convicted and throw it away, buy it again. So I've done my share of supporting
it's
them.
Thanks to one of those, CD burnings. I saw Pulp Fiction the first time. I was like, "Oh, sweet! I'll take this off the top. This looks cool." And it's all right. No, open my eyes here.
All right, I have a lot of questions and we've only gotten through one. So here we go. Derek, what's your best scar story?
And you are allowed to start the story with, so this one night at the Dollar Theater. So there I was at the end of the Golden Corral buffet.
Best scar story. I have a really long scar on my left shoulder, and it was because I was in college, and it was one of my good friend's birthday. So our decision was to beat him up for his birthday instead of just giving him regular birthday licks. We literally just jumped him in our dorm, and I went through a window. So yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So we like, so it's like, oh, all right, let's get him. Yeah, happy birthday. Boom, 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 boom. And like I'm the guy that's holding the guy while he's getting beat up. And then I go through the window and then everybody just scatters and runs. And, we left him with a bill for his dorm window. So it was a great birthday gift. Thank you, Josh. I'm sorry, Josh.
Cameron, my best is I was walking down a beach in Sarasota and I saw this elderly couple and they really look like they had it coming to them chicken fight style. And man, I've never been scratched like that before. I had no idea she could move that fast. She was very nimble up on his shoulders.
Well, they're light. They're spry.
Yeah. It was terrifying.
Okay, Jamie, if you could live in any sitcom, which one would it be?
Any sitcom. Is Veep a sitcom?
Yeah, Veep counts.
I mean, it wins comedy Emmys all the time.
Yeah. So I enjoyed watching that show so much, and I think I would like to be just a friend of somebody. I don't want to actually work for her by any means, but just to be a fly on the wall and a friend.
Yeah. Derek?
The Office.
Really?
Yes. No lie. The Office is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just would want to be there just to be like Jim and just antagonize everyone. Like, I love The Office. It's amazing.
Yeah. That's a good choice.
Jesse?
Any sitcom.
Live in a sitcom.
I would. Well, I've already said this numerous times, but it literally from anything from the TGIF era. Like, I don't care if it's like Full House, Family Matters. Here's why: because at any moment a crazy unexplained sci-fi twist can happen. Like, I want to live in a reality where the nerd next door, is secretly built a machine in the basement that turns him into like this suave guy, or like I want to live in a world where I can get hit in the head with a coconut and wacky things happen, and I get hit in the head with a tennis racket at the end, and I don't remember anything. It was so wacky. Or like, I want to have, those 90s sitcoms, they just played by their own rules. Like, they operated in a different reality, and that's where I want to live. That's where I want to be.
Derek, what's the most out of character thing you've ever done?
I don't know. That's a good one, because that's a hard one, because most of them are like crazy. But I think I would say the worst thing in the sense of out of character I've ever done is...
There's one time I beat a guy up for his birthday.
Maybe that's it. I don't know.
I jumped my buddy on his birthday. Yeah.
I think that for me, everything I did in my 20s is not anything I would do with my life right now.
Jamie?
Or like actually 16 to 22 is like just an era of out of character.
Yeah. Now, Jamie, maybe that is your character.
I don't know.
If it's 6 years, you can't be out of character for 6 years.
No.
I just think I used to take more risk. Like I think that getting older, having kids, I don't take risks very much anymore.
Interesting.
I'll do mine.
I'm like a lame boomer mom.
Yeah. The most out of character thing I've ever done. Murder. Just kidding. That was totally in character.
So stupid. All right, Jamie, what was the worst style choice you ever made? Worst style choice you ever made. But you didn't know it was a bad choice at the time. You loved it. It was your iconic look.
Okay, this wasn't. I feel like that this is not going to make the show. What I'm about to say, because I want you guys.
Are we gonna have to change our rating?
It's like that. It's like that.
Yeah.
I really think it's not going to make it, because I would say this to friends, but I don't know that I would say this to thousands of people. Okay. So maybe I should not say it.
No, that's usually my filter, Jamie, and it's never steered me wrong. It's never steered me wrong. I use that same filter. Everyone becomes a friend if you do that.
Okay, here we go. So when Aaron and I were first married, like no kids, early married, I had to have been 23 years old. I went and got my hair cut. I cannot believe I'm telling this on here to you guys. I went and got my hair cut, and I just got like a cute little bob, right? Like I thought it was like cute and in style. And my new husband, like we're newlyweds, like everything is like dreamy, and like he could just say, do nothing wrong. He walked in and he looked at me, and this is where you're going to have to cut.
I am on the edge of my seat right now.
I know.
He walked in and he said, "Your hair looks like a man's."
Dang!
I told y'all this won't make the show. This cannot make it. He looked at me with the straightest face and he said, "You have to change your hair right now." And I was like, "What? I just got it cut. It's awesome." He's like, "I cannot look at you with your hair like this."
I gotta meet your husband. That man is gangster. Yeah. To be able to say that newlywed, that's a gangster husband.
Oh man,
straight up.
Is that inappropriate, or is this like?
No, that's completely
just facts.
Yeah.
It's just real life.
If you could see me, I'm all blushing.
This is real life. It just happens. Derek, do you have anything?
I had a Jerry curl.
No, you did not.
Did you?
You did not.
Yeah.
We need to see pictures of this.
No cap, bro. I had a straight
age?
Jerry curl, bro. So my stepdad used to have this thing called an S curl, and it's like a mini Jerry curl. So like I'm 8th grade, and this was literally the worst time, because 8th grade, my face looked like a Nestle Crunch bar, like. And I had a Jerry curl, bro. Like literally, I was going through, no lie. But yeah, Jerry curl, straight up.
Wow.
But did friends of yours have it too? Because that's the thing, we look back on like crazy styles where I'm like, oh, I remember those weird overalls I wore. They look so weird now, but everybody wore them.
Not one of my friends had a Jerry curl. I was on the Jerry curl boat by myself. So yeah,
I'm assuming that's a very lonely boat.
It's very lonely and oily.
Kind of like that $1 movie theater.
And people want to fight you for some reason. It's just like the dollar.
Hey, all right, Derek, if you were a wrestler, what would your entrance theme song be?
Dang. My entrance theme song would be, I don't know. It'd probably be one of my songs, honestly. I'd be
like
like,
this.
there you go.
No, actually, I don't know. I think my joint would probably be the Avengers music. All of that.
Okay.
Because I'm coming in like a superhero and I'm gonna whoop everybody. So that's probably my idea.
Get chills.
I like it.
The superhero, man. I'd probably come down from like the rafters and do, the superhero pose where you land on one knee in the middle of the ring. Yeah, I'd probably do that.
The only risk in that is if like the zip line bringing you down gets stuck and there's no way to look cool, especially if the Avengers theme and you're just kind of like dangling. Like, guys, lower me down. Theme song's going.
Hey, look, man. Hey, let me live my dream. We let you live your Steakums dream. Let me live my superhero dream. You feel me?
That's my Steakums reality, man.
Jamie, when you die, what do you want to be remembered for?
Oh, that's a deep question. I was going to tell you guys that I want my song to be "Regulators" by Warren G, but that can be played at my funeral too. In real life, I mean, this is a serious question. What I want to be known for when I die is probably just that. I mean, this sounds really churchy and cheesy, but I think it's true. I hope to be known that I love Jesus and I love my family. Those are the two things. That sounds so churchy, but it really is true.
That's what it's all about.
I think that's amazing because I think that sometimes those cliches, the reason they're cliches is because it's things that are real to people. I think when it's all said and done, I think that's a great thing to aspire to, for sure.
Like I think about like, this is like random, but I just found my grandpa's Bible a couple of years ago. And it has in there all the times he read through it. Like it's like tally marks and things. And when I think of my grandfather, like there's books written out, like all these things, but I just think, man, he loved God. I know that about him. And that's what I like.
Derek, what about you? When you die, what do you want to be remembered for?
Dad, for sure. I grew up, a single parent household for the most part. I had a stepdad, but he was, he struggled with addictions, and my stepdad, or my actual dad, he actually struggled with addiction. So I remember growing up always saying like, I don't want my kids to ever feel like how I feel. So that's really the main thing is I want to be there for them. And that's hard too, because, at one level you think, okay, not actually being there is a clear form of not being there. But then you can also literally live in the house with your kids and not be there too. And I think that's the thing that scares me the most is I'm so driven and I work so hard that at times I can, swing the pendulum a little too far. But I want to be able to make sure that I get that right for sure.
Isn't it interesting when you become a parent, you want to improve on the parent that you experienced, the parent that you had. Yep. Even if you had a great family, there were still things that hurt you as a child, and it's like you want to make sure that your children are never hurt that way. It's so interesting. Absolutely. I'm conscious of that being a dad, But okay, if Jamie, if you had, or I'm sorry, Derek, if you had to delete all but 3 apps from your smartphone, which 3 apps would you keep?
Which 3 apps would I keep? We're gonna keep Instagram for sure. We're gonna keep TD Ameritrade, which is what I do. I trade stocks on that. And we're going to keep I use Apple Music. So we're going to keep that. I know a lot of people do Spotify, but I'm an Apple Music guy. So yeah, those are my 3.
I'm an Apple Music guy too. Jamie?
Instagram for sure. And probably my podcast app. I listen to podcasts a lot. And then you guys are going to make fun of me, and I could care less because my whole family makes fun of me. I'm here for it. I play this dumb game called Toon Blast, and I can't stop. And it is what it is, and I just do it. Let me live my life, and that's what I would keep.
I play Candy Crush. I play Candy Crush about 3 hours a day, so I don't care. We're in the same boat. So
I always say this. I know I've worked a hard day when I haven't played Toon Blast all day. I'm like, guys, I haven't played all day. Like, I didn't even play Toon Blast today.
I play this game called Homescapes. I don't know if you ever played that. It's like a puzzle. It's almost like Candy Crush, but it's like a puzzle game. I fell for the ad and I lost.
I'm really
for that too.
I'm really into Dropbox. I just love files. Like sometimes I get stressed out. I'm like, man, I just want to look through some files. I just want to maybe reorder them or something. Just see what's new on the old DB and Dropbox.
I hate Dropbox.
Yeah, it is the worst.
I don't hate Dropbox, but I hate files. Like I think being a producer, I get like 15 million files all the time. And it's just like every time I get anxiety because I know work is coming.
I a couple of you know this. I haven't had a phone for about a week. I got it today because I had to send it off to get repaired. And like, there's nowhere to take it. So you have to mail it away and they have to repair it, mail it back. So I've gone 7 days without a phone. And the only thing that was annoying, was that if people were trying to contact me, they couldn't. But I didn't miss the scrolling. I didn't miss Candy Crush, anything. It was really interesting. Like I didn't miss it, but then like I'd come back to my computer or whatever, and there's like all these texts of people who are like trying to, needing to get in touch with me because of work or whatever.
I would have so much anxiety. Like, I wonder how my files are doing. I wonder if I can pop in. I can't even use Dropbox. All the files are okay.
All right, Derek, what's the scariest thing you've ever done for fun? Scariest thing you've ever done for fun?
Scariest thing I've ever done for fun? See, that's the thing, bro. Like, I'm one of those guys that I'm like super cautious, but I'll tell you one thing I did do that I had no clue that it was as bad as it is, but it's bad to me because I'm afraid of heights. My dumb self went ziplining one time thinking it was just, I was going to climb up like this thing and zip line down. It's like, no, it was like a whole obstacle course. So like I paid for it and they're like, it's going to take about an hour for you to get. I said, an hour to climb up and just hold the thing. And no, you have to scale your way up a wall and do a tight. I'm like, dog, and I'm deathly afraid of heights. So that was one of my things where, that was a bad idea. So I think that's the one.
Jamie?
I don't do scary things. I mean, maybe when I was in my early 20s, I don't do scary things. I am
out of character era.
It's so out. I would like to live my life, and I don't do scary things for fun. That's not fun to me.
There you go, Jesse.
I mean, my whole life, I live in the line of danger. I mean, what day of the week are we talking about here, Cameron? That's all I do for fun. I look for danger. So that's not a fair question.
All right, and last question in the Meet the Cast. Here we go. Jamie, if you knew you could not fail, what would you do? You absolutely you could not fail at this attempt, at this thing.
Like, I'm going to succeed at this.
There's no chance of failure. What would you do?
Oh, I would probably like to be a sideline reporter for ESPN college football.
Oh, that's lit.
Ah, there you go.
That's fire. Okay. I like that.
Like, I don't have to work my way up. I don't have to go to school for it. I don't have to know anybody. I just get the job and then I'm in.
Sport?
Yes.
What sport? All of them?
College football.
What did she going to say? Lacrosse?
I don't know. There's basketball. There's sideline reporters.
That's true. Golf. Yeah. All right, Derek, if you knew you couldn't fail, what would you do?
Acting. No question.
Really?
No question. Like, it would be crazy, like, doing that. Now, I'm not talking about being like in a play where I got to be in front of people. I'm talking about being on set. I tell everybody, get me my coffee and give me my donuts and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then I just pretend that I'm, Black Panther, and then I go back to my trailer, and it's done.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Jesse.
I mean, I thought of a lot of stuff. I mean, can I say attempt, to fly? Like, I don't know what the loopholes here, because first I was like, win the lottery, easy, no problem. I'm just gonna play Mega Millions, can't fail. Then I'm like, NBA, I'll be an NBA star. But realistically, right now, with my skill level and my physique, I maybe only have a good 8 to 10 years left in that career before that shit.
Oh, shut up!
And the coronavirus, you literally would cure the coronavirus by not by succeeding at basketball.
Yeah, exactly. That would, and then I win the lottery at the end too. And so, also I can fly, which really helps in basketball. So yeah, it's very cool.
I'm with
very
that.
Good
that makes sense.
All right, there you go. So there it is, everybody. Now you know them like you never knew them before. That was our inaugural segment of
Meet the Cast. Meet the Cast. Meet the Cast.
Stay tuned. We're going to wrap it up. Coming up next. You're listening to Sunday Morning by Child. Now, if you're Googling it, it's Child with 3 I's in the middle. So just, I think if you were looking for
Child.
just a child singing about Sunday morning, it would pull up very different results. All right, it is time for
Editorial question of the week. Hey.
Okay, well, we did a Meet the Cast. I guess we can do a mini version of Meet the Listeners. So for this week's question of the week, we want to know what is the scariest thing you've ever done for fun, and bonus points if it ended poorly. We really want the stories where it didn't go as intended.
Can I just give an example real quick, Cameron? Derek,
please do.
Derek told his great zipline story, and I think I've told this on the podcast before, but when I was in college during spring break, a couple of us went down to Costa Rica, and we didn't have a lot of money, so we're just kind of staying at cheap places. And
did you go to Costa Rica on a missions trip, or did you go for spring break?
No, it was like fall break, and it was a couple of dudes who were like into surfing and stuff, and we went down there. Oh, wow. But we had no money or very little of it, and we were hanging out at this place, and there was no waves, there wasn't a lot to do, and this guy, like, it was, could tell we're just some college kids in town. And he's like, hey, you guys want to go horseback riding? And we're like, yeah, there's nothing else going on. When I saw the sketchy horses, these were the sketchiest horses I've ever seen. Like, something was not right. These horses did not look right. They didn't have saddles or anything. And
like mangy,
they were very mangy.
What was sketchy
they were
about them?
Very mangy. Like
were they thin, gaunt?
Yeah,
they just were wandering around in the wild, and this guy kind of.
All I know is
he got them from the Dollar Theater. Is what I was going to say.
These are the Dollar Theater of thoroughbreds. Okay, and so I'm like, I don't know, man, that seems really sketch. And so I decided not to go, and I come back. I'm like hanging out, and I literally see down the beach, maybe an hour later, the guy running over a sand dune, who's a horse guy, and I'm like, well, that's not right. And then I look and I see down the beach, I didn't see him in the horizon. It's one of my roommates, and he's on the back of the horse, and the horse is running full speed. I am talking a sprint, and I see my friend coming, and I see terror in his eyes. This horse is out of control, and the horse owner is running. He's on foot, and I just see him go, and he goes, no! As he goes by, and I was just like, I'm super glad I did not get on that sketch horse. The horse eventually wore himself out, and my friend jumped off. But again, bad decisions happen.
Oh my gosh! Well, there you go. So if you got a story like that, the scariest thing you've ever done for fun, hit us up on Twitter at Relevant Podcast, or you can post yours in the comments on the podcast episode page at relevantmagazine.com. We will read our favorites on next week's show. Well, this was fun, guys. The beginning of a new era. Thank you so much for joining us. I had a blast getting to know you guys better on this show. So
excited. I am still nervous over here from the story I told, and if it doesn't make it, you'll just always wonder what I'm talking about.
Jamie,
but I'm just a little embarrassed.
Just rest assured, the listeners heard every word of it.
And trust me, they've heard a lot worse on this podcast. Don't you worry.
Although I did text Aaron, my husband, in the middle, and I was like, you're not going to believe what I did. I'm going to ask him to take it out. He goes, don't ask him. It's hilarious.
There you go. I like him. He's a tastemaker.
I have to meet your husband. He sounds amazing.
Quick housekeeping note before we close. First, many thanks to Clark Flippo for manning the boards over there while we've been recording and playing the clips for us. Thanks, Clark.
Hey. Yep.
And hey, before we close, make sure to check out the newest show on the Relevant Podcast Network. It's called Signs of Life. A new episode comes out every morning, and it features a really interesting and diverse cast, including Jefferson Bethke, Dan Hasseltine, and John Kingston, and many others. It's a great show, and it just launched a couple of weeks ago. Check it out, Signs of Life. Also, to keep you in the know of what's happening at the intersection of faith and culture every day, make sure to check out Relevant Daily. That show will actually be going some exciting changes in the coming weeks, just like this show. You won't want to miss it. You can find both shows and all the other stuff coming from the Relevant Podcast Network wherever you download your podcasts. Well, on that note, we will wrap it up. I'm Cameron Strang.
I'm Jesse Carey.
I'm Jamie Ivey.
I'm Derek Miner.
We will see you next Friday. Have a great week, everyone.
Thanks for listening to the Relevant Podcast. Check out our features, interviews, and news updates every day at relevantmagazine.com. And make sure to follow Relevant on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for the latest. For more great podcasts, check out our Relevant Podcast Network, featuring shows like Relevant Daily, Signs of Life, Unedited, and many more launching throughout the year.
Enjoy the pudding, sucker!
Relevant Podcast Network.